a pretty solid show in there from Chesney against Walhalla. That's a long road trip, and they went and took care of business there. But let's wrap this up with Gaffney. Gaffney had the game of the week this week, if we were going by the quality of the game, as they hosted South Point at the reservation. Gaffney picks up the 27-21 win. Riley Staten looked much improved here. He had a couple of really awesome throws where he put it on the money. He had a couple of throws to Amaza Littlejohn. One was on a slant and go that went for a 30-yard touchdown where he threw an absolute bullet right into his bread basket, and Littlejohn just took off untouched the rest of the way. Then you had another play where there was some hand fighting going on all the way down the near sideline. He throws a beautiful rainbow right into the bread basket again of Amaza Littlejohn to keep the drive alive there for Gaffney. And that was just a couple of instances. So Riley Staten kind of looks like he's coming into form a little bit. He was 18-27 for 256 yards and 2 touchdowns. Amazing Littlejohn, 116 yards on 5 catches of 2 touchdowns. But the big story for Gaffney was Jaden McDowell. Jaden McDowell, 106 yards on 6 receptions, only 64 rushing yards on 18 carries. So Jaden McDowell kind of was the big deal that helped to keep Gaffney in this one, because this was a game where it was really sloppy. A lot of penalties. Gaffney seems to be called for a hold every 5 seconds. They found themselves playing behind the sticks a lot. So did South Point, but Gaffney's defense just managed to keep a lot of pressure on South Point. It came down to late. South Point had to come down. There was a 1-score game. They had to go basically the length of the field, and it was the drive of decision, if you were to give it a term there. They get all the way down inside the Gaffney red zone, about the 25-yard line. Penalties again put them in a setback, and in the end, it's 4th and 26, 4th and cow pens, I might as well say, and it was Jalen Sims, that came up with a big interception for Gaffney to seal it, as they were able to knee it out from there. But again, Gaffney holds on for a big 27-21 win over South Point. The Indians just looking particularly stout on the defensive side of the ball, something you come to expect of Gaffney here these last couple of years. And the development of Riley Staten continues to be a little bit of a storyline there. We'll see how much better he continues to get as the season goes along. That will do it for this edition of The Deadline, late night edition, as I'm doing this from my hotel room in Florence, down here for the Cookout Southern 500 NASCAR Cup Series race down here at Darlington on Sunday night. Tune in to my Twitter for coverage on that if you'd like, but we'll pick this up next week. Hard to believe we're already almost a month into the high school football season. It's next week, though it will be week 3, is actually week 4. That'll do it for this week. We'll catch you next time.